an event to win. Oh my gosh. Wow. That is absolutely spectacular. Even with the thin clouds that we've been seeing here, you are seeing it crystal clear.
And tonight, look at these satellite images. What made this eclipse so different from the one 7 years ago, the path this time was much wider, the moon closer to the Earth, the moon's shadow much greater. In fact, 99% of the country saw some form of this, even the hint of a partial eclipse. In New York City, large crowds gathering atop skyscrapers, the Empire State Building, crowds filling the USS Intrepid, New York's Central Park, waiting for a glimpse of that partial eclipse. Then, complete darkness.
We can take our glasses off, I guess, at this point.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. That is just
stunning. Wow.
It leaves you speechless, doesn't it?
That was exactly my thought that I...
Venus and Jupiter visible too.
Okay.
Venus to the right here. We're definitely seeing Venus.
And then what the scientists call the diamond ring effect. One of the final slivers of light from the sun suddenly swelling into the shape of a diamond on a ring.
There's the diamond ring.
The diamond ring is beautiful. It's even prettier to witness actually now in person than what we've been seeing.
Wow.
The people of Burlington, Vermont, the families who came here, speechless.
Shalom, Kahala Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushayim, B'Hashem Kokodash. Double honors my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect, who the house of David reborn again in this generation. And shalom to the 130 Yasharallah, who today are known as the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who before losing our true heritage, we were known as, and still are, the biblical Hebrew Israelites. So in today's lesson, we're going to go ahead and go into this video. So we survived the eclipse, right? And America got sent a sign, right? Sign from who? God, the Most High, Yahweh, which is Hebrew for He is. When you read Genesis 1:14, it tells you, it says, and God said, let there be light in the firmament and the heavens to divide the day and the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. In verse 15, and let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. And God made two great lights, the greater to rule the day and the lesser to rule the night. He made the stars also, and God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. So these are set up by the Lord to not only operate in their order, but to also be used to give out, what does it say? Signs. Right? Well, what sign was given from this eclipse? Right? Because even though anything didn't really happen big, right, like that was predicted or what people were saying online, more likely what's happened is underneath the ground, the tectonic plates moved or shifted enough to what the Lord needed them to be. Because again, if the earthquake didn't go off, it's because the Lord didn't need it to go off at that moment. It's going to still come. Because why? Because this ultimately is the sign that the Lord sent to America. This is why America was crossed out, right? The Alpha and the Tav, the beginning and the end, like Hebrew symbols were marked across America. Okay, this is the Lord's sign to Edom, who are the rulers of the nation of America, or basically Babylon the Great, the Edomites, so-called Caucasians. This is the Lord's judgment onto them. So this is Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So this was a sign that we're at the end of these Edomites' empire. This is why the war over there by Israel is ramping up. This is why the economy is about to implode. This is why everything's going on right now. See, this is a sign from the Lord that Esau's kingdom's over. This is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender or delicate. So this is talking about America, right? This is the land of the Chaldeans, right? Chaldeans were the ancient Babylonian, like the top warlocks. Okay, they basically the first magicians. Well, Americans, right? Basically the top elites, they're all witches and warlocks, right? They practice paganism, and they all have their enchantments or whatever, but that's who they are. And this is talking about America. And like I said, it's the end of the American Empire, the Babylonian Empire, Edom's empire. You see, the Lord is just lining them up, because that's what it says when it says here, virgin daughter of Babylon. This is talking about America, right? And when it says, come sit in the dust ultimately means confusion, which is going to be basically to America to destroy itself, to be in confusion, because obviously that's what America is right now. It's a big ball of confusion, right? That's actually what a ball means. It means confusion. So when the prophets were talking about Babylon the Great, they were basically talking about the great confusion, right, at the end time, the great city. Well, this is the message that the Lord was sending. This is the sign. And guess who else got the sign? Billionaires' apocalypse bunkers now have fire moats and decontamination rooms. From Mark Zuckerberg, a $100 million fortress in Hawaii, to Peter Thiel's New Zealand hideaway. Billionaires are sparing no expense on survival bunkers. The ultra-rich are focusing on survival, pouring millions into bunkers, now reportedly with fire moats, water cannons, MRI machines, and even a parking spot for a submarine. What do they know that we don't? Well, I'll tell you what they know. They understood what this meant. Right? They understood that they're going to come up against the Lord.
Water cannons, and a mode that literally sets on fire in case of intruders. Here is a literal rendering of how it would work in case of an external attack. According to builders of these luxury bunkers, the buying frenzy began after Meta founder Mark Zuckerberg announced that he was constructing a $100 million bunker in Hawaii. It got really busy, and it seems like the phone hasn't stopped ringing. World War III seems to be coming, Ron Hubbard, CEO of Atlas Survival Shelters, told The Hollywood Reporter. Renderings show a state-of-the-art medical room, complete with an MRI machine and top-of-the-line equipment. Of course, a state-of-the-art escape tunnel is a must, and so are bulletproof trapdoors leading to secret passageways. With the pandemic top of mind, builders have also thought of decontamination rooms. If the bunker somehow fails in apocalypse, parking spaces for extraction devices like super yachts, helicopters, and submarines can also be thoughtfully implemented into the space.
So there you go. That's a lot of these Edomites and these other like well-to-do other nations. Even you got Israelites that are building bunkers. What was that Snoop Dogg guy? He's like one of Snoop Dogg's friends, another rapper, talks about he's going to build an underground bunker. Right? Even the Kardashians have a bunker because they all know what's coming. They know, they were able to know before they even seen the sign, but the sign was just confirmation that this is the time for Edom's end. This is Revelation 6:15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. This is where we're at. This is why there's been record sales of those underground bunkers, right? That Atlas bunker guy, he talks about he's never been busier, right? He's going all over the world to sell those bunkers, and that's because they understand that the Lord's on their way back. Right? This is Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord, Yahweh, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto Yahweh, B'Shem Yahushai, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. So that's the word of the day, right? Repent. So we're at that time, Akim. We didn't see a big old earthquake, a volcano explode, right? who knows? That may be in the near future, but ultimately the Lord decides what goes down and what not. But either way, I'm sure if the eclipse didn't cause any underground seismic movement, which I doubt, I'm pretty sure something happened. Right, the caldera over there by the New Madrid Fault, I'm sure it's moved, or you got other things going on. But either way, even if none of that happened, it still was a sign to the nation of Edom that their time is done and they're about to meet their end, right? To come sit in the dust. So hopefully this video was edifying. Akim, until next time, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahshai, Bashem Ruach HaKodesh. Shalom.